All right. Hi, I'm Stefan Grafstein with the Power of Risk book that's coming out in the next few months. I'm here today with Olga Kay of Mooshwalks.
I'm Olga Kay with Mooshwalks.
We just
had the most amazing conversation about struggles and building a business and taking risks. I'm so excited about your book. And I feel like more people should be taking risks. Why? I should ask you, why?
Well, I think you really spoke to it in how sounds like you've gotten to a point in your life where you're trusting a certain part of you, even when there's fear. You call it the intuition. I call it the inner knowing. But it seems like it's been a massive transformation in your life.
Yes, I feel like anytime you're scared, I said this earlier, if nobody thinks you're crazy or if you're not terrified about something that you're doing, maybe you're not doing anything important. And doing something important, I used to always say, like, I don't know if I want to be the richest person or the most famous person. I want to be the person who leaves the coolest legacy. And of course, that comes with a lot of fear and risk-taking and all kinds of stuff. But this is who I want to be and who I want to be remembered by is those qualities.
I love that. Well, I think you certainly have. I mean, you told the story of joining the circus with your family when you were 14, coming to the U.S. at something like 18 or 16. And
16, yeah. Speaking no language, having no friends. I'm about to pull out some juggling balls and juggle for you. Just really know nothing and coming to this country. And I didn't see it as like, oh my God, what's going to happen to me now? I saw it as an opportunity to build something on top of the fear and like learning the language. The other thing I'll say, once I learned the language, I think I unlocked something in my brain that made me think differently as well, because all of a sudden I just used a different side of my brain and it opened up other opportunities. But hold on, I'm getting my ball.
Amazing. I can't wait to see you. I watched your video of you juggling the knives, and I've actually tried that before.
And?
Well, I just one flip.
Juggling knives is...
One flip.
Juggling knives is hard. Maybe I should get some knives and juggle them. I haven't juggled them in a long time. I got the biggest balls. So there's another thing I've learned about juggling. Juggling is one of the things that I didn't want to do when I joined the circus because I felt like it was not feminine enough. And turns out when you juggle, first of all, your eye-hand coordination is amazing. And it also improves your gray matter in your brain. And I think because of juggling, I think differently. Maybe because of juggling, I became an entrepreneur. Are you going to juggle some balls too now?
I'm going to juggle some. Ready?
Let's do it. Yeah. Awesome. Now I want to juggle knives. So I think it's like pushing your brain and thinking outside of the box and just anytime I'm afraid of something. Simple example. I see a guy and I like him, and I go, ooh, I'm too shy. I don't want to do this. I go, oh, this is my moment. This is terrifying. I should step over my fear and see what happens. And it usually leads to awesome experiences. Like, doesn't mean that this guy is going to become my guy, but it just turns into, like, you just never know when you overcome that fear and you step into something that is an unknown, that all of a sudden you go, I'm so glad I did that because that moment is what changed my life forever.
That's the essence of what I'm sharing in the book, The Power of Risk, that I'm writing, is that those moments you can do every day. And it's like there's a shift inside of you where the fear and doubt will disappear, like you just went to a yoga or meditation class, but you can just create it by walking up to somebody and saying, hey, I'd love to speak with you, or you're attractive, or whatever is that thing that you don't want to say. Now, of course, if it's too nerve producing, then you might go into freeze. But just the right can liberate you from the questions and the human chatter.
Absolutely. And I take it even further. A lot of times, for example, quick story. when I was launching this business, I wanted to sell on Amazon, and I really could not understand how to do it properly. And I just, every day I was like, how do I do it? How do I figure this out? I don't want to spend money to figure this out. I need to figure it out on my own. So I do a lot of spontaneous things, like if I hear it was South by Southwest, and I was like, what if I just buy a ticket to Austin and see what happens? And I literally had no agenda. I just got on the plane. I had a place to stay. I didn't even have a ticket to the conference. I just showed up. And next thing I knew, within 2 days, I was at the bar. I met the guy who was recruiting the coolest businesses into Amazon, and he's the one who changed my whole trajectory with my business on Amazon. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you just have to show up. Just you have random thoughts pop into your head and just follow through. And I think everyone has amazing ideas. Everyone has something amazing to offer. They're just afraid to act on it because they feel like people are not going to appreciate it or somebody's already doing that. And I think every person needs to just jump in and realize that there's so much behind that fear that can lead to something amazing.
I love that. There's a part of me that wants to jump into the stories around how when we follow the flow, the magic happens. And I also just remembering the conversation we had about like, keep great content short. So I'm kind of like, oh no, like, let's do both.
We need to stop this content. It's too long. But if it's engaging, hopefully they stuck around.
All right. Well, why don't we call it for today and we can talk more about that another time.
Sounds good. Bye.
Thanks for coming.